All right, gamers, let's go. Let's jump in. We have got some hot takes. Typically, I like to do 2 videos from one of these threads, so we'll go ahead and record the second one now. I did accidentally close out my browser, so I think we still have the same spot for replies, but the quotes is a little bit messed up. See, like, we saw that one in part 1. We looked at that one. We looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at that. Yep. Okay, yeah, see, okay, here you go. Here's a new one. Full crit is the best way to build all your units nowadays. I mean, here's the thing. Typically, there's not, like, just like, oh my god, you must do this for every single character. I mean, each character is gonna have a different kit with different types of things that we're gonna want, right? So, it's like, I would say, recently, several characters crit has worked well on. Crit has effective on Cell Max. It was definitely effective on Slug. Could be good on Bojack, right? The ECA Bojack. There's a couple of characters where it could be good. Dodge is obviously very strong. A lot of times, I really have fallen off and out of love with Additional. Additional just doesn't lead towards winning very much. Just by my guesstimation from a lot of these runs. It's just because it's like, it could proc, and then it's a 50% chance it's just a normal anyway, right? So, I don't know. Here, let's jump into some replies. All right, so we kind of got, like, back over there. Let's do some replies. We don't need this. All right, let's see. Okay, so just Int Fat Boo. Again, I think Int Fat Boo is very good. I think he is kind of, like, potentially stretching into the line of overrated a little bit, but he's very good. And his impact can be very strong. Just the point about Int Boo is he's a great, like, companion piece to elite characters. Like, Boo, it works very well in the structure of a team, right? Like, you bring Boo, and you have, you know, some of your killers who could do, a ton of damage, who could perform well. Boo can just buy you time. The strongest thing Fat Boo can do is, he could die his first turn, revive, essentially give you kind of a free turn, and then on his next turn, he then would have a Ghost Usher ability. Again, essentially just buying you an extra turn. That is Fat Boo's strength. Yeah, this is one of my favorite memes. I've got this one. I've got this filed away, ready to go at any time. Whatever Alan says here is wrong. Chat, what do you think? Do you guys think Alan is probably... This is pretty popular. People are agreeing here. We have not seen Alan show up to this point, so... Better than Toppo? No, definitely not. Give him his video too. We did. We actually did run God Goku. So it would probably be fastest if I just pull up the long video one, right here. So when I did a lot of videos, pairing a character up with Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, I made sure that, those kind of, were over an hour. See, we did God Goku. No, I would say Toppo is better, for sure. Easily Toppo is better. Friend system is perfect. Definitely not. World Tournament is a great game mode. Nope. Damage is all that matters. That's wrong. Team protection is worthless. Wrong. Tech androids suck, and that, it is wrong. They can at least bring value with the Ghost Usher, so I certainly would not say they suck. So what Chaotic was going for is, just kind of like an opposite day thing. I mean, I agree with the opposite of all 5, yeah. If 10th Anniversary's Fusions is the best option for part 2. Well, okay. All right. Hold up. I mean, I guess, yeah, damn. Are they going to do part 1 headliner? I really would prefer it be Dokkan Fest plus Carnival for each part. So we get our Super Vegito and Buhan, and then, like part 2 could be Gogeta and Janemba or something like that. I think that would be fire. That would be a great 10th anniversary, because we would be setting up powerful villain teams. They've got the fusions. We talked about it a lot in kind of part 1. What is this? Is grading hot takes 23, number 23. We talked about this a lot in part 1. Here's the thing, right? They're just gonna go safe. 10th anniversary, like, these games, Legends and Dokkan and stuff like that, they're pulling so much of their revenue, so much of their money from these major celebrations, right? Where these characters, the anniversary and worldwide is bringing a lot of revenue for the year. So I mean, if I was the person making the decisions and it comes down to anniversary, I don't want to take a gamble on like Dragon Ball Saga characters. I don't want to take a gamble on, all right, is Namek Goku, he could be as iconic as Falk. I mean, he's one of the most iconic characters ever, 100%. But do I want to do that over the slam dunk victory success that Fusions I know would be? Like, I just feel like that's just the perspective that the game, Amatsu, if he's making the shot, calling the shots, or if there's someone above or whatever, that's the thing you gotta understand. I mean, they're just gonna go for the slam dunk, right? But I would totally, Super Vegito, Buhan, Super Gogeta, Janemba as the 4. 5 stars from me. I love it. I love it. All right, so we're talking about Gohan right here. Okay. So we talked about him a little bit in part 1. I find this character specifically to be very, very difficult to kind of judge. And it's, again, him specifically. Maybe I would move some parts of this around, but generally this is pretty close to how I feel. This was done on the 6th of October. Okay, so I have Gohan at 2 on this. Here's the thing about Gohan. I'll try and make this quick. The whole kill the boss before they kill you only exists for active skill or standby attack characters, because you literally can attack before the boss could even attack. Maybe like a character that could Ghost Usher, right? Like you could say, well, the thing is Fat Boo would need help, but like, Fat Boo could help kill the boss before they kill you or something like that, right? But like, just like a hard hitter cannot kill the boss before they kill you, because bosses attack first. Gohan can do it though. Literally shooting out 100+ million damage with the Family Kamehameha while being virtually untouchable in his standby. But he's terrible turn 1. I think he's awful turn 1. So it becomes difficult, because to me, being elite turn 1 does matter quite a bit. I mean, in the Goku and Frieza fight, sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. Because sometimes you're locked in slot 1, trapped in the time chamber with Android 17 and he one-shots you, or other times it doesn't matter at all, and then, you can dominate the end of the fight. Let's see what they said. Good offensive unit with an invincible... Okay, good offensive unit. Oh, by the way, that's invincible defensively. I mean, come on. With an invincible standby you can get for a few turns, that's it. Okay, but that's like... just saying a few turns. I mean, it's not like fights are going 20 turns, right? Like, it's a few turns equates to the entire fight. Not a slot 1 in base. That's true. And that's what really, yeah. His 50% support from his Ultra Super is only for a slot 3 character. That's not even really a factor for me. Let me take a look at his 18 key super. That doesn't really play much of a factor in me and how much I like this character. I mean, this is a nice little buff. This is not the biggest deal. And, I mean, yeah, it's worthless because it's like if he's in slot 3, you're getting no value out of that. I'm not... Listen, this character's standby is, like, pretty much the peak of the game right now. Pretty much. Because it's an invincible character that also can one-shot pretty much any boss. But... base Gohan, after his first turn, he is very powerful after his first turn, right? Once you've gotten his first couple of attacks off. But, I mean, his first turn, he's just not really that impressive, unfortunately. If they wanted to make this guy slam dunk number 1 by far, if he was just like, if they would have made this guy like God turn 1, but then he's just way weaker in base after that first turn, he would be better now, but trail off, he would be quickly become unrunnable, is what would happen with him. Because remember, standby characters, domain characters, they're always on a track to being aged out within seconds. When a stronger domain, a stronger standby comes out, right? Which will affect this guy as well. So, all right. Universe Tree Goku is in the same tier as Slug Boo and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Let me take a look at this. Where's my last... Let's just look at my last Dokkan Fest TUR list. Okay, let's take a look at this. So I had it like this. Universe Tree Blue Goku in the same tier. No, I don't think I agree. I'm not... I think I like Tech Vegeta a little bit better than the Blue Goku. So I think I would keep this exactly the same, but I would slide in Blue Goku right here. That's the way I see it. So I would have Blue... I mean, Blue Goku is a top 5 TUR. I mean, if we are counting EZA is definitely not. Because if we look at my EZA list, Beerus is by far the best TUR. He's way better than all the Dokkan Fest TURs as well. Beerus, he actually is TUR Beast Gohan. Like, that's literally what he is. Like a guard plus damage reduction monster character. He's really nuts, that Beerus. So I slightly disagree, but it's not the biggest deal, all right? 3 difficult fights that aren't Goku Freeze are extremely stale and unfun. Okay, so in part 1, we talked a little bit about how, like, we have characters that are so busted and have such busted mechanics that if the boss is just sitting there hitting hard, it's just, like, not even a challenge. In order for it to be hard, the boss has to be impacting how you play the fight, which is what Goku and Frieza does, because, you know, the phase 2, 17, locks. So it's like, you know, a weak character get locked in slot 1, killed, fight's over. Then phase 3, 17 and Golden Frieza, they're dodge canceling. Impacts team building quite a bit. Plus they're super in for 3 million. You know, they hit very hard. And then Goku and Frieza, you have to do 10 million damage to them. Or you do 0 damage. And they do 5.6 million supers when their HP is under 50%. So to give you context, you basically, to damage Goku and Frieza, have to do about a 15 million attack stat with a crit in order to damage. That's if you're type neutral. AGL characters could be a little bit lower and they'll do damage. But a type neutral character, you got to be 15 million with a crit to do damage to Goku and Frieza. Right? Gogeta, Janemba, they just sit there and, like, they hit hard. But, like, you could easily play around that. It's not tough. Watch Arcane. So I've seen so many people talk about Arcane. I have not seen it. And I've never, I think I've never played League of Legends, right? Yeah, never. I mean, when I see something as popular as this, usually, you know, there's good reason. I'm sure the show is fantastic. I don't think I'm seeing everyone say it's all good and it's actually overrated or something. I bet you it probably kicks ass. You guys know, it's like when I get free time, what I'm doing is I'm sitting down and we're working on some of this. I got to finish Shadow Generations and then it's off to Dragon Quest 3 for me. That's what I'm doing. Maybe when I'm doing like cardio at the gym or something like that, that could be a time where I could watch something. That could be it. Isabre right here. If a unit needs only an exclusively full dodge to be good, probably better to not summon for that unit at all. Okay, so the biggest one that comes to mind for me is Toppo. And, I mean, Toppo was certainly not really a great character to summon for, right? Yeah. A character that's, like, full dodge. Let's look at this. I like full dodge on Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku to enhance his defensive abilities, but he doesn't need it to be good defensively. Slug, I have a balanced build on him, so I've got something like, it's like 22 crit and like 10 additional 10 dodge, something like that. Works very well, the balanced build. Boo is just full offense. Vegeta, Tech Vegeta's a character where dodge is really good for him. Tech Vegeta can get bullied early on. Towards the end of the fight, he could be very good, but a dodge super attack by Tech Vegeta will move mountains for you. But Tech Vegeta's dominated all year. And Tech Vegeta, when he came out, fights weren't really as powerful right away as they are now. Roshi, to me, is like an easy full dodge character. It's like a support. Yeah, I don't think that this is a crazy statement. Just, again, the only character just immediately off the top of my head that comes to mind would be Toppo. Toppo was exclusively full dodge, or you just don't really understand things very well. You know, like, that's it. And yeah, I mean, Toppo is a very easy character to skip. I'm pretty sure I was talking in videos in April, like, it's very sad what Toppo's existence is going to be, because Toppo in April was unbelievably busted, great, amazing, but like, I foresaw the writing on the wall that Toppo was gonna show up like right before anniversary or right after anniversary, and he's gonna get completely overshadowed. No one's gonna summon for him, and then in 2 years people are gonna be acting like Toppo sucked ass, which is not the case. Poor Toppo, man. Okay, new difficult content released during celebrations shouldn't be able to be beaten without the use of items. Okay. Man, listen. I don't think that's good. So there are like more players than just our community. Casual players and stuff like that. What Rhodey is theory crafting here is the type of shit that's just going to make people just not even play it. Like, right? Like, they're just not even going to do it. I don't agree. Making fights more difficult to the point where the use of items doesn't mean the trivialized the fight would open up a lot more strategies. I mean, that's certainly not a bad point. At the last fight where it was like, oh my god, items need to be done. I mean, our characters have gotten so busted since then, but it'd be Red Zone Broly, right? I mean, Goku and Frieza, for a lot of people, is definitely going to be tough. Especially when it comes to doing, like, the Universe 11 mission. Did I ever do full Universe 11 no item versus Goku and Frieza? I don't know if I did. It definitely can be done, I think, after Margarita and Kaket. Did I do that? Okay, so we did that. We did this. This was the mission, but I just did the mission. I didn't do full Universe 11. Yeah, that's why I put mission in there. Yeah, Margarita. Oh, wow, 3 years ago. That's when she first came out. Here's my Budokai 3 playthrough. How long ago is this? This is April 1st, 2015. Oh, wait, the music.
Well, bitches.
All right, well, whatever, okay. All right, yeah, so there's that. Okay, so I guess Clown God of Destruction. Dragon Ball Super spoilers. Yo! That's crazy. Yeah, maybe I could do that for a video. Universe 11 no item run against what's his name? Goku and Frieza, against the Goku and Frieza fight. Could be a good idea. Oh, Invincible Myth of Universe 11 Jiren Showcase. 6 years ago. So this would have been, yeah, okay, so Jiren came out, remember, but he didn't have a Dokkan Awakening. He was just an SSR. Wait, but I still had Unawakened UI Goku right there? March 18th. Yeah, that was when he came out. Okay, so I must have just not awakened UI Goku yet? Because March 8th, yeah, this was UI Goku's Dokkan Awakening. Okay, well, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. We got sidetracked. I let us get sidetracked. Yeah, I don't agree. I don't... There is a lot of excitement when there's like, oh my god, like such a difficult fight is out and shit like that. It is true, but I don't know, man. Like what we're pushing right here, like everyone needs to use items to even get through it. That just sounds like probably not fun for most players, I would say. Dude, oh my. Etsu. Listen. No. He didn't age like fine wine. He fucking sucks, man. I'm sorry. Let it go. Take my hand. Let it go. He's done. It's over. He's not good. Listen. Vegito Blue is a character that is going to be remembered a little bit, unfortunately, because their base form is so bad, and I think people are only going to think of this character as, like, horrible. Like, history is going to remember them as, like, potentially Raditz level. And when this character first came out, they were very good, because Dismal Future Red Zone were the hardest fights in the game. And their defensive ability, turn 1, slot 1, almost no characters could match that. The character was elite. It had nothing to do with Vegito, unfortunately. It was how good defensively Goku and Vegito were at the start of the fight, right? But that shit is done. It's over. There's no saving them. No excuses. The character is just flat out terrible. I'm sorry, Etsu. Let it go. They're done. They're done. The war is over. It's done. It's done. He will always be usable. For the foreseeable future, very likely so. Tech androids are still usable. You could still, I mean, they, you know, it could be iffy at a lot of points, but Boo, there's players who are going to be doing Boo shenanigans in 2 years and shit. I'm sure. Okay, Gino here. This Gino is a very good player right here. Okay, let's see. Not a hot take, but for content, you should cover this Super Saiyan Trio glitch/tech. Turn in which the Trio's support wears off and activates again. They have the ability to reset Any units orb changing when you reset the turn. Pictures are the exact same turn, but orbs are not. Okay, I've seen moments like this where the orb changing has been different. I'm actually not even super sure what causes it. I also can't... some of y'all are insane and watch all the videos I put up and stuff like that. There has been moments to where it's like I ended up resetting the turn, and then by coincidence, like not even trying to do it, like the orbs were different when resetting. I think we might have seen this in some of these videos, what Gino is talking about right here. Like the different orbs and stuff like that. Again, I'm not super sure what causes it. Gino says it's because when the trio support wears off and activates again. That's why, huh? Okay. We could look into that more. I'm pretty certain I've seen this pop up at times, but I can't directly point to a specific occurrence. But I definitely have seen this. Okay, so the current Heroes team is one of the most fun teams in the game. If it had more HP, it'd be one of the best, or at least one of the most enjoyable. No. Unfortunately not. Yeah, it's a global player. I'm sorry. This is no one's fault except for Amatsu and the bastards who have decided, let's just not drop the hardest fight in the game. Even if the team had 200k extra HP, getting through Goku and Frieza is still like, a nightmare factory. The team, I mean, can be competitive, for sure, but it just doesn't... The problem with Heroes, right, and this is what I've talked about a lot this year, how the power creep this year is actually much higher than people have realized. All year I've been talking about that. But the difference is we have characters like Beast and Tech Carnival Broly and shit like that. Heroes doesn't have that. They don't have a Beast. They don't have Carnival Broly. They don't have Tech Gogeta. They don't have LR Janemba. They don't have Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. They don't have anything like that. And you feel that when you're in the real toughest fight in the game, right? You feel that for sure. The team just doesn't have the horses to compete with the strongest teams in the game. I mean, if you want to say they're one of the more fun or enjoyable, see, one of the best, no. One of the most enjoyable, I mean, that's personal preference. You could say that. But one of the best, definitely not, unfortunately. Eos is good. When we got our winning run against Heroes here, Eos had a huge factor in that. Right here. The Daffy Duck. That was requested by Garesh. And I said, okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's keep going. Lord Slug's #1 TUR. Okay. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I know he says invisible, but he means invincible, obviously, right? He's invincible at the start of the fight. Yup. But in Goku and Frieza, that's useless. No, I mean, useless is not true. Goku's defensive ability in 17 and Golden Frieza is still very helpful. In my experience, you can't count on Super Saiyan 3 Goku doing damage to Goku and Frieza, though. I think you could probably do like a juice session to where Goku could damage Goku and Frieza, but I think run by run, you're not seeing Super Saiyan 3 Goku damage Goku and Frieza for sure. But you need him in someone to tank, and him being only useful with the Busag characters hurts him so much. I don't really think... Okay, 100%, he's got a really bad restriction, a horrible one. I mentioned this a lot recently. There's restrictions that you really feel, and restrictions that aren't really so bad. Goku, unfortunately... he has a restriction that you really feel, which is this, right? The intro is not so bad. Just one Buu Saga ally on the team, not a problem. But the restriction that Okels is talking about is this right here, which is really bad. It's this ability right here. That is definitely really bad. And you guys go back to when this guy came out. I was complaining about this console. I hated this. I hate this. This is terrible design for a Dokkan Fest exclusive leader of teams, because this piece of shit leads accelerated battle, which is this huge, massive labyrinth category, but you can't take advantage of it because Goku needs those Buu Saga allies. But what really helped a lot is this guy. They gave this guy Boo Saga, and that closed up some of those holes. Because here's the thing. We've talked a lot about what, chat? Gohan is really good. He could finish the fight. He could one-shot Goku and Frieza. But what is he? Weak turn 1. Who's maybe the best character turn 1? Well, one of them. One of the best characters turn 1 is this guy. They actually synergize perfectly together. So it's like, I would be on board with what you're saying if that Gohan didn't exist. I mean, I could understand hating Goku's restrictions, though. It's fair. But Goku's defensive ability at the start of these fights, it's just too good to discredit, man. It's way too good. I get the point they're making, though, for sure. Nothing to say. Have some cute videos I've taken of cats. Oh, okay. Oh, my God. Look at this guy. Damn. I do love cats. You guys know my favorite emoji, the cat laughing emoji. I spam. Dude, I was so pissed. It was one of these videos. It was, I think it was a rant video or something, where I responded to a comment in the comment section with the cat laughing emoji, which is, you know, dude, I'm flirting with girls using the cat laughing emoji. Like, that's who I am. And someone in the comments was like, you can tell you're triggered because you're using that emoji. It's like, no, man, I use the emoji everywhere, talking to every type of person. I text my mom using the cat laughing emoji, man. Like, no, that does not mean, dude, I was mad. That one person is living in my head rent-free because of that. I was not mad when I used the cat laughing emoji, god damn it. It was in one of these. I think it was in this. Or it might have been this. It was one of these two. Let's just quickly take a look. I think this is my most disliked video ever, by the way. We could look. I think it is. No, this is it. Yeah, because I put that right there, dude. Come on. Yeah, this guy. No. You are wrong. I always use that. This guy, Almungus. Fuck you. All right? Okay, anyway. Yeah, I love cats, though. We love cats. All right, Theo. Dokkan releasing money printers for the anniversary directly impacts all of us positively. Because if they release characters that generate less money, they compensate on more aggressive and predatory gotcha mechanics. Yes. Oh, the other thing, too, is... Damn, I do hate every time I open up Twitter, it feels like we're here we go with the sales arguments and talking about, you know, Super Saiyan Goku should be anniversary and, you know, Tien should be an anniversary character and shit like that. It's like, dude, the other thing too is just because Dokkan has made $1 trillion, all of a sudden tomorrow, so, you know, okay, so today they made $1,001,001. Tomorrow they just make $1 trillion. And then they go, we're kind of falling off. Might be time for Dokkan 2. Like, that's the type of shit that happens, right? I mean, here's the thing. I really love the game. I really care about the game. I want to see it continue. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people who, you know, they just want fucking Tien as Dokkan Fest, you know, anniversary headliner. They don't really care if the game dies tomorrow, but yeah, anyway. I don't know. Who knows how they would react if, you know, revenue starts dipping a little bit? What nonsense are they going to implement? Who knows? I think there's some truth to this, but... we don't know exactly how they're going to respond. Again, these dumbos, I mean, they killed Dragon Ball Heroes for no reason at all. And so far, so bad. Japanese players are pissed. You know, they're not really feeling Super Divers. There's a horrible decision. Who knows when they're going to be ready to make a horrible decision related to Dokkan because Anniversary Tien didn't really do so well, right? You never know. Could happen. Physical Boda Magetta is the most underrated unit in Dokkan. Alright, so here, let's pull the boy up. Yeah, so that's, what's his leader skill? Is it 60% damage reduction? 40% damage reduction. So people do these runs. I've seen a lot of these throughout the years. They do double physical Boda Magetta, right? Lead and friend lead. And then they do these, like, 3-hour-long runs winning because the boss can't do anything. Ridiculous. Yeah, this is clown show shit right here. Come on. They came out with hit. They called this shit miss on for global. They said global shitmas. That's what they called it. Yeah, it looks like you guys were wrong because the god Magetta came out that day. All right, Thad. Thad, is there a problem with that? Why are you saying that like that's an issue, Thad? Huh? A little weird, Thad. I'm just saying. A little odd. I hate the 2024 Heroes EZA batch. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and the Gohanks, I mean, they do nothing. They have nothing. They impact nothing, have no abilities, they're just losers. Yeah, Josh Allen is MVP for sure. All right, let's see this. Hirudegarn is one of the best villain releases ever. No restrictions. Has big bad bosses and other villain links. Demonic power for Slug. Uncontrollable power. Movie boss. Yeah, man. Dude, come on! Dude, I hate technology. I just wanted to hit back. Elon! Why didn't it just send me straight back? I don't want to get spoiled on the next couple of things here. Hirudegarn, one of the best villain releases ever. Even if true, that's not how history is going to remember him, right? History is not remembering Hirudegarn as one of the best villains ever. I don't think so. Yep, Josh Allen for sure. No, they're number one. Absolutely not. They're number one in fantasy Mojo Bojo land for sure. No way. This character gets fucking cooked left and right. And the other thing too, I mean, dude, their restriction. Oh, it froze. Hold on. All right, we're back. Their restriction does really prevent fun. Because what does everyone say? Oh, with them, it's almost like they're giving a mini EZA to all these characters, which is true. A character like LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku with, a lot of damage reduction and stuff like that feels like he's impacted very positively. But that restriction is pretty tight because this character is not a Dokkan Fest LR if what I have highlighted is not up. They're just not... They're very good. They're a great support, so I will always be using them. I'll always defend them. But I don't know if I've ever had a Dokkan Fest LR die more than this character. I don't think so. A Dokkan Fest LR die more than this? Not anything that comes to mind. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying this character in base is as flimsy as they are. But it's just... Here's the thing, too. All of the tough bosses this year have all been STR. And they're a physical character with no guard. They also really struggle to damage Goku and Frieza. It sucks. I have to say it, but I'm sure this guy's a global player. I'm sure this is a global player right here. Right, talking about this. Because it's like, this character just, most of the time, they just literally can't even damage Goku and Frieza. So, it's like, they're weak, very flimsy defensively in most fights. They can't damage Goku and Frieza. Their support is really good, though. Really helpful. I do really like it. LR STR Gohan's defense weren't similar to his offense. That's only true on turn 1. Only on turn 1. This guy's defense is up to the levels with the levels of his attack stat. Yeah, which is 0 damage to Goku and Frieza and instant death to them. Yeah, so yeah, I agree. I agree that their defense is on the level with their attacks, which is barely anything at all. Yeah, for sure. Fantastic partners is not a reason a character would be number 1, though. Like, we're not going to say, oh, Beast is number 1 because of his fantastic partners. Like, that's just not even relevant to... That just muddies up the discussion here. And units they support. Well, they support everyone. Like, it's all allies get the buff. It's just that in order to have it, they need this specifically. Which is very tight, by the way. Especially with the leader skill they have. There's a lot of characters you can get on there, right? Remember, Tech Vegeta... it doesn't really work too well with them because of that. LR Bulma, like, really good characters. It's a really shitty condition. I wish they didn't have this. It's not really that close in my eyes. They just do too much. I don't want to be rude here, but I think you haven't done the Goku and Frieza fight. I think so. They just don't really do that much damage. They're too flimsy defensively, and there's a better standby character, like Gohan. Gohan's standby is leagues better than this standby. So it's like they're power crept in every area except for their support. Literally, all they're really bringing to the table is their support. They're really good defensively if you're not going up against one of the nastiest bosses. SDR Bulma kills him. Goku and Frieza kill him. 17 in Golden Frieza. I've had times where they're elite against them, and also times where they get one shot by 17 in Golden Frieza. Another thing that this guy doesn't mention, oh, by the way, this character's not exactly that good turn 1 either, because they're only really crazy if this is up. If this is not up, they're not that crazy. Right? So like, I do really like them, but number 1, no. Yeah, they're more like, 7, 8, 9 for me. Easily. Revisit the 7th years? I could. People, those probably would get really big views. People would care. Yeah. We would take a lot of L's, but it would be fun videos. Maybe we should do that. They need to add a way to get free stamina refills after rank 999. Yeah, I guess, that would be rough for free-to-play players, huh? Also, Ribrian's awesome. I don't hate Ribrian nearly as much as a lot of other people. People really hate Ribrian. 1.7 million power level, by the way. Impressive. That's very good. 1.7 is very high. Good job. Tech UI Goku is better with only one of them on the team. No. Well, no. I actually, Adam, I strongly disagree with this. No. That's wrong. The reason that's wrong is because you want to run 2 Tech UI Gokus because it gives you a higher chance that one of them will be on turn 1, which means you can get into their transformed state faster. If you bring 1 Tech UI Goku, well, okay, you're saying just use the friend. That means I can't be in slot 7. But still, if you're bringing 1 Tech UI Goku, your chances of him being turn 1 are less. When it comes to, like, the Goku and Frieza fight, which is, I'm sorry, but the standard is the standard. 17 in Golden Frieza, you're going to get to them very quick. The difference between Tech UI Goku transforming on turn 5 and turn 6 is the difference in winning and losing. So, I want to run 2 of him to make it more likely that we'll get his domain out on turn 5 rather than any turn past that. People overrated him on release? No, I definitely don't think so. Keep in mind that he existed before the Worldwide Download Celebration Tough Fights, before Goku and Frieza and a lot of these other fights. No, he was not overrated. I don't agree. He's amazing, but only with 1 and only 6 turns deep. Nah, he's still very usable in base. He could fail to dodge, but so could many characters, right? Like, a lot of really good characters that I'm sure Unholy Priests would be defending could just get cold-blooded one-shot in some of these fights, but UI Goku could just dodge, right? Best unit in the game, Black Metal Dragon. Huh, really? Okay. I'm not super familiar with any Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta or anything, so chat, feel free to cook Luke if he's wrong right here. Platinum Sekiro? I should. Iron to get really mad. No way Iron Platinum Sekiro, right? Let's check. Alright, chat. The Iron Cane. Maybe I should Platinum Sekiro, because then I could hold that over his head. He'd be real salt. You naughty boy. What is this? 21 out of 34 Iron Cane. Maybe I will. What's the other one Jack mentioned? Dark Souls 3? Oh, I don't think I would need help to platinum. Let's take a, did Iron Cane? Check out Dark Souls for Goat Cane. Demon Souls, Dark Souls. Ooh. That's another one. I love making those tweets where I go, y'all know about me. And then it's a screenshot of me platinuming a game that Iron Cane did not platinum. I love doing that. I absolutely love doing that. That we got a couple. These are some good picks. Get the Dark Souls 3 platinum. I've heard Dark Souls 3 is very good. Maybe I could jump into it. I know Jordan, head mod on the channel, really is eager for me to finish up Dark Souls. I had started Dark Souls here. We could pull up mine here. I had started Dark Souls. I did some streams of it, but we never finished. I should go grab the plat for that. I got to go back to Demon Souls. We streamed this. This was on 5.9 a couple years ago. We did beat it, but I just got to get all the magic spells, miracles, rings Just get that platinum. I should go back and do that, huh? Wouldn't be too tough. And that's another one that Iron Cane didn't, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to do this. We got to really clap up Iron Cane, man. Yeah, yep. Okay. Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll look into it. Another one from Unholy Priest. Okay. Want to make the argument about Tech EC Gogeta being 1, then you have to make the argument of Tech UI Goku as 1. Wait, what? Huh? No. What? Well, I mean, immediately, instantaneously, within 2 seconds, there's a major difference, brother. It's a huge difference. Grab them. And grab them. All right, now check this out. All right, watch this. Turn 4, start a battle. Boom. Now, I guess the HP condition is there. We did have it happen at least once. Was there a second time where we couldn't transform because of HP? I think so. It did happen within the last couple of weeks. But, I mean, turn 4, start a battle, and 5th turn, start a turn are not equivalent in any way. Not even close. And then here's the other thing, too. I mean, I think a lot of people would probably disagree, but I want to say I'm right on this. Gogeta transformed is just better than Mastered UI. Now, I'm sorry, but the standard is the standard. Tech UI struggles to do damage to Goku and Frieza. His counters are not going to damage Goku and Frieza until he super attacks first. So, he would need to, probably triple super. I think a double super could probably get it off too, depending upon if he's linked up with like AGL, UI Goku and stuff like that. And then his counters and stuff are able to do damage. Whereas Gogeta is just invincible. Now, I'm not as high on the Scouter as other people are. Other people are way higher on the Scouter than I am. Like, I think the Scouter, it's cool. It's cool. It could be good sometimes. But the Scouter is not the end-all, be-all that people pretend it is. And, Goku and Frieza literally only super the same spot every single time. Goku and Frieza super before you attack in slot 1 100% of the time. They literally have never I've never seen them not super ever. It's 100% of the time they super in slot 1 before you attack. So the Scouter doesn't really do much there. It does help a lot against 17 and Golden Frieza. Oftentimes, I mean, that's a character. If they're supering in slot 3, you are in big trouble oftentimes. But I guess it could maybe help. I mean, it's easier to transform into Gogeta. He's stronger than UI Goku transforms. I mean, I think you could probably easily make the case that base Tech UI is probably a bit better than base Tech Gogeta. But, I mean, that would be fight dependent, fight specific. You've soured on Tech UI Goku being number 1. I never said he was number 1 ever. Never once did I ever say he was number 1. I've never once said that, ever. Nope. Nope, never. Nope. Nope. Hasn't come out of my mouth. Be consistent. Brother, can you point out where I said UI Goku's 1? I mean, transformed, his peak was the best. But keep in mind, when he first came out, his transformation being the peak, that's before Goku and Frieza, right? That's, before Tech Gogeta existed. I mean, it's not really that close. If you ignore all the context, maybe it's close, but no. Yeah, Super Divers. Yeah. Super Divers. I saw some discussion about this Bowser versus Eggman. I'm not too familiar on, like, power scaling for, Bowser and Eggman, though. I'm not really too sure on that. I didn't even really see who won this. Okay. Give you a game to plat? Rebirth, little bro. Go plat Rebirth and then talk to me. Platinum Rebirth. That's the toughest platinum I've ever gotten. And I mentioned it before as well, but, or no, wait. The game's director just came out and apologized for how hard the platinum is for Rebirth, yeah. Play Turnip Boy? Whoa. We don't think tax evasion is very funny around here. When is the Demigrafu Long video? On Slug's team coming. I mean, I did do a video where we did that and we took down Janemba or Super Gogeta, one of them. I don't know about a long video, but Mystic doesn't like Dokkan anymore. Okay, that's fair. Listen, okay. I think like taking a break from Dokkan is very healthy, right? But if you take a break from it and you don't want to come back, I mean, I think it's valid. I mean, the game is 10 years old. I'm not like, oh my, no, you have to like Dokkan. You gotta keep playing it. Like, nah, man. Remember, games are meant to be fun. Play what you have fun playing and don't play what you don't have fun playing. Very easy. Boom. Very simple. And, you could always take a break, and then if something excites you that comes out, you can come back, right? Beast Gohan still the best unit in the game. Only unit that comes close is Tech Broly. I think it's a decent argument for that, actually. Beast 1, Tech Broly 2. I could certainly think that's very valid, yep. 10th anniversary Vegito or bust for me. Joined since 6th anniversary. Oh, yeah, Jesus, dude. Yeah, and they basically haven't had Vegito since. That's so crazy. Dude. Vegito, like, I feel like you just grab any, like, Dokkan fan and they say, oh, yeah, dude, Vegito, every second they drop Vegito and Vegito's running shit. Like, it's just not, dude, Vegito, they spammed Vegito in 2016 and 2017, and they barely have gone back. Yeah, Super Vegito has that great sequence in Kakarot against Buhan. They could make such a sick animation. They gotta do it, man. They gotta. Haven't had one top tier Vegito. Year 5 comes close, but AoE meta cucked him hard, yeah. Kish says the sync was a No. Kish, you're better than this. Please. No. The sync was handled like... I don't think they could have done it worse. Right? Do we think they could have possibly handled it worse? I don't know. But like once it's done, which it's not completely done yet, it's gonna have been worth it. It's a good thing. It's a completely separate argument. They just handled it like the worst they possibly could. That's what it is. Beast is still the best unit in the game. I think it's fair. Base form of Tech Gogeta's underrated. I agree. Vector's takes are ass. He hates them. Yeah, Vector has a weird anti-fusion thing. It's very odd. He's not as bad as he used to be, but a lot of his takes are ass. Yeah, I agree. EJLUI's top 5, maybe even top 3. I mean, he could be in the discussion, but, I mean, it's very true that... Okay, well, turn 1, he can't be touched. Okay? Turn 2, I mean, he could just get killed. Like, he could just, like, get insta-killed. It's very difficult for, like, Tech Broly or Beast or something like that to get insta-killed their second turn. I mean, but, there's always way deeper factors, because you could say, well, EJLUI could have his revive up, and he does die, but then you revive. UI Goku is really good. Really good. Need to bring Chain Battle back. I feel like I've heard much more people say, I want Chain Battle to return, then I'm glad Chain Battle is gone. Seems like people are they miss Chain Battle. VB and Rose, TUR Dual Dokkan Fest sometime next year would be great. New Year's is a good slot for nostalgia's sake. Okay. 10th anniversary should not be 4 fusions. Bro, this looks... Whew. This would be considered the greatest anniversary of all time, I'm quite certain. You'd get some loud people not liking it at first, but... this is untoppable. Damn, this would be so crazy. This would also work very well, too, by the way, in my working theory. I don't think we've talked about it yet in this video, but the 7th anniversary LREZAs are going to come out in about 3 months exactly. The 7th anniversary LRs will EZA. It's going to be like February 24th, February 23rd, February 22nd, somewhere in there. They're going to EZA, and they're probably going to be top 5 characters in the game, easy. I think Dokkan does seem to potentially structure some of the teams around making sure that the anniversary LREZAs could be on there as well. So, I mean, this looks really good. What Zach, I know, is a big Vegito fan as well. But, like, how could you look at this and not just, like, salivate? Like, what do you think Nano's reaction to this would be? Like, could you imagine how good his Oh, please, man. This looks good. Oh, Dokkan day 1. He's beating me. I'm not day 1. I'm not a day 1 player. Dokkan day 1 here. I haven't touched Dokkan in weeks. Anyone else? I think it's still healthy. We just talked about it, but yeah. This is the perfect time. So Global, right, is now going to be on the same schedule as JP. It's always like the start of the year, you know, it is where the most, you know, anniversary and New Year's kind of like right at the start of the year. You know, you get Saiyan Day, Golden Week, Tanabata into Worldwide. Once you, October, November, December are typically like quieter these years. I mean, we are going to have a Carnival LR technically in December and a Dual Dokkan Fest technically in December, but it, you know, it's things are just much more hype, you know, yeah, earlier in the year is how Dokkan generally operates. So right around here is where players can get nice little breaks and stuff like that. Dokkan should take a page out of Legends book and give characters unique gold equip. Yeah, affect their passive, not just give them 5 credit additional. That would be a huge advancement for the game. It would, in particular, who's like, I think maybe like AGL Vegeta. Now, you know, this is the type of thing that would be, I would assume, probably reserved for Dokkan Festival exclusive characters. Let's just say that. I think, like, you know, like, maybe is Vegeta a little bit weaker than he probably should be as a Dokkan Fest exclusive? Yeah. So, what if he has an equip? So, for, like, Legends, right, like, they'll have these, like, long, basically, passives on these equips, right? Like, what if Vegeta's equip, in my opinion, this is where he needs work. I think everything else is fine. What I have highlighted is what needs work. So, what if HP is 50% or less at the end of the turn, he gets those abilities? What if we change that to if HP is 50% or above at the end of the turn? Would be a massive buff to him. It would be a gargantuan buff. Vegeta is way stronger with that additional 50% defense and the high chance to crit. Would be a huge for him. And then this ability where he turns all key spheres to AGL, we can keep that, but then it's like, so change all key spheres to AGL key spheres and like an additional 50% damage reduction or something. Right? So it's like he has this turn just, you know, and like turn 4, turn 5, he's going to have like nearly 100% damage reduction, or maybe 30% damage reduction. So he's already going to have, what, 48% over here. So, you know, one time only changes all key spheres to AGL and gets 30% damage reduction. So you could safely slot him in slot 1, give him all the orbs. Like, it's like that would change things quite a bit for him. Because the problems with AGL Vegeta, again, is what I have highlighted. These two abilities, if these were modified slightly, he could be a much more consistent impact on a lot of these fights. I maintain that this guy's probably a bit better than many people give him credit for sure. But that wonkiness from his kit hurts. It does. It does. Not a hot take, but I do wish Dokkan would give us more things to do with friends. Oof, yeah, I hate the stuff with friends, man. But, like, I don't think that, like, yeah, guilds and raids are not a bad idea for sure. Variation of... I'm actually not sure what they mean by conquest modes. That must be something from, like, some game series I haven't played. But, yeah, I don't think guilds or raids are a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing for the game whatsoever. It would be cool. It would be cool. He's not that bad. So, here's what it is. If it's a character people like, they'll only look at their peak and, like, that's all they care about. So, like, a lot of people like Bardock. So, they look at this Bardock, and it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, when the sun sets and the stars are in this exact alignment and this happens, he's actually pretty competitive. And they go, he's good. But 99% of the time, he's just a waste of a character, unfortunately. So, he is that bad. Because... I mean, I value consistency, and this character has no consistency whatsoever. He's consistently bad, and then sometimes he could be pretty good. Is kind of like what he is. So I don't judge that as a good character. It's a lot of the community, right? This guy literally has a Bardock profile pic, right? Like, come on, man. Right? Like, it's like, that's, you know, people look at, is it my favorite character? Time to, you know, slide my opinions towards saying he's good. right? Like you get the Vegito blue fans with the AJLVB. I mean, the war ended 30 years ago. We could stop fighting the AJLVB war now. Easy. Yeah. This, I've been talking about this for a few years now. I think every Easy A stage you complete should give you like 5 power level or something like that, 100%. So that would reward players for doing a very difficult grind to 999 on these Easy A's, which is very difficult to do. So like that would reward those players who have the skill and the knowledge to have gotten there on a lot of these Easy A's. And it would also open the game up to being more than just Link level simulator. I would love that. Again, that's a recommendation I've been saying. I remember I recorded a video while I was playing Elden Ring. I paused for a second, recorded a video, uploaded it, and then went back to playing Elden Ring where I talked about that. I even thought that maybe they could, well, I was just talking about the titles. Like it's like the stage 30, stage 50, and stage 77 titles could give buffs or something like that. But I really like that. Yeah, that's good. Global is dead as hell. It's not just Global, man. Global has way more shit going on than JP, by the way. Global is dead as hell. JP is not? Dude, here was the global data download. The top row. Here's the JP data download last week. Frieza and Cooler. That's it! Yeah, it's not just Global, man. No. 9th anniversary was peak and amazing, but after that, ended the game has... No, that's just not true. The worldwide was very good. Worldwide was very good. But, again, dude, the game at the end of the year, that's where it's like, least hype. Typically, Global, like, right now is where Global's getting, like, the Tanabata celebration, and, like, Tech UI Goku and stuff like that. But that's not really kind of the thing this year, right? Like, this is how Dokkan is going to be. The start of the year is when all the fire is going to be coming. Lack of hard content. One other point I need to continually make. We have never, ever had even half as many difficult, relevant stages as we do now. This guy's saying this like they did not flood the game with 500 legitimate, like, difficult content stages this year. Something they have literally never done ever in any previous year, right? All these Supreme Magnificent battles, the Boo Red Zone, the exciting Heroine battle, the DBZ Memorable Battles event, the DBS, the Dragon Ball Super Movies Memorable Battles event. There has been so much content this year, right? Yeah, this character, man. Hey, Joe, Vegito, Easy will be the strongest Easy ever. Because we made so much memes about him. Well, again, remember, the day they came out, they were very good, right? Like, they were super good. They were not like some Raditz level shitty character. That's not the case. They were very good when they first came out. Gammas are still insanely good. Yeah, they're good, but I mean, they're not super crazy. Shit is boring 70% of the year. I mean, yeah, it's like there's the schedule for the game. We know exactly when shit's coming, when it's not coming. You hit 5 million power level this week. Wow, that's pretty good. 5 million is really impressive. That's high. TUR for Physical Ultimate Gohan right there. Okay. I no offense, Come Nacho. You're a bit of a naughty boy for the Beast Gohan friend, though, because, I mean, there's 1,000 Beast Gohan friends. I mean, you could put something a little harder to find on there. I think would be good. I think that would be quite good. So, yep. Oh, and then also, invite to the 10th anniversary fan meetup. That's fire. Damn, hope you have fun, brother. That's cool, that's cool. All right, guys, let's do just a few more, and we'll finish up here. I think AGL UI Goku is the greatest release in Dokkan, because how well he's aged when he first came out, and then now how good he is after his EZ. Also, been loving your content, King. Keep it up, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. I tried. A lot of people were tweeting me these. I tried to reply to as many as I could. A lot. I mean, yes. I can't believe you guys like my content that much. I feel like I've recorded these videos and like I finish up and I'm not like LeBron. Like, LeBron walks off the court after game 7 blocking Iguodala is like, damn, I did that, right? Like down 3-1. Like I finished recording these videos and like, damn, dude, I suck at this. Damn, I'm terrible, man. I gotta improve, dude. What the hell? I appreciate it though, guys. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, I gotta check my replies. and try and respond to any of these that I see. I really appreciate you guys watching me. Again, without all you guys watching me, I'm maybe a janitor at some school. You know, I'm a garbage truck collector. I'm like a lunch lady at a school, something like that. That's without you guys supporting me, man. Again, we got all the talk of, oh, you global players. Without the global players watching me, you know, I'm a milkman, man. All right. We'll do, yeah, like one or two more or something. Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta got the best easiest celebration. Probably. Xenopan is really good, too. Best possibility for 10th anniversary is where it all began. Part 1 could be OG Dragon Ball. Part 2, Gogeta Janemba. I'm sorry. OG Dragon Ball, Part 1 of the anniversary. No, man. No, I don't agree. Like, if they did Part 1, Gogeta Janemba, and then Part 2 is Dragon Ball, I just feel like it's people could say this, but in 2 years, it's going to be thought of like the 7th anniversary part 2 or the 8th anniversary part 2, which are not remembered as like really good part 2s. The 9th anniversary has the best part 2 ever by far, ever. Free, easily. But that's, you know, it's because of that beast. The Beasterizer. Starting to become underrated. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. We've seen a lot of negativity towards him in these videos, huh? Yeah, I think so. Future Gohan long video. Oh, okay. I think in part 1 we actually I've got the thumbnail. I can make that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So like I could wake up, record that, and then we do the OST tier list, which I'm gonna stream, and it's gonna take forever. That's gonna be like a 7-hour video or something. Oh my god, it's gonna take so long. Bosses need to have more HP and more damage negation like Goku and Frieza. Fuck, no, dude. No. Brother, it's easy as every character hits so hard. Bro, dude, I mean, just vibes. Man, you know, no offense, but you gotta be a global player, man, because it is not as easy to damage them as you think. You know, you go in with, because if you're just going in with your max power full-on setup, yeah, you should be able to penetrate Goku and Frieza's armor. But especially, like, it's like, all right, now we're running the AGL Namek Vegeta team, and, oh, can't damage. Now we're running Heroes. Oh, we can't damage them, right? Like, that shit is ass, man. Because then it's like, additional normal is all zero damage. Additional normal, you lose. Nothing is more frustrating for me, personally, as a player, than losing from additional luck failing. That is the most agitating thing to me. And that is a staple of the Goku and Frieza fight. Tech Demon King Piccolo. Wow. Isn't as bad as people say he is. He's bad, but he's not ruin your lineage bad. Also, Demigra is my favorite release of the Heroes release. I mean, Demigra is pretty good as long as, you know, it's just the full villain team. Wow. Demon King Piccolo praise. Mini Goon might be the first person I've seen praise Demon King Piccolo's EZA. You might be the first. Well, these two and we're done. Seen this as an unexpected hot take among global players, but mostly Global and JP Sync is the best thing that happened to Dokkan. It's going to be, but the sync was handled so poorly, and it was handled so unfairly to global players. A lot of it was handled really bad. It's going to become one of the best things, but it doesn't feel like it right now because of how horribly they handled it. 100%. Right along with the power level system and the same name update. The power level system, I wish they would just expand upon it. It is, I mean, the day it came out, we were, like, me and Gresh on stream, like, oh, it's just power level, or link leveling. It's like, okay, but I wish that there's so many more things that could go into that than just link leveling. Even today, it stands as the best worldwide. Character picks themselves might not be 10 out of 10. Execution was perfect, so was the content. This as the best worldwide, I could see it. I mean, I think that's a very fair, easy thing to say. Man, I don't know. 2023 or 2024 worldwide, which was better? The 2024 worldwide had a lot of negativity towards it, but, I mean, Tech, Gogeta, and Janemba are part of that worldwide celebration, and those fights, which are serious fights, are also part of that celebration. So, I would probably myself go 2022, which is this one, 2024, and then 2023, and then 2021 after that, probably. I'd want to look into it more, but I mean, Tech Gogeta and Janemba being a part of this worldwide are huge, guys. I mean, that's a top 5 level superclass and villain character. The best Big Bad Bosses character in the game came from this year's worldwide. So, all right, guys, there we go. We went through as many as we could. I think this is a good stopping point. Let me know what you guys think. We'll do another one maybe after the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest or something like that, like leading up to 10th anniversary. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching. Mwah! I'll catch y'all next time.